seconds remaining.
Game 2.
Alright, here we go again.
Radiant team ban.
See if the bans are any different from previous all picks. Because we saw...
Respect ban Bane.
Yeah, well, Bane usually does get banned in these in-houses, and it went through, so
There
you
we
were right.
go.
Yeah, he predicted it. Mofarah will be back in a moment, as you can see from his camera. He's not yet here, so... Said we've got Kokopium perfectly predicting the bans. I think it's still going to be Tiny and Death
Tiny
Prophet,
Death
though.
Prophet, yeah.
Yeah.
Tiny Death Prophet and maybe a Sand King. Maybe.
Yes, Sand King Bane get banned most games, but both of them got through this time because they were instead banning other heroes, but I can't remember who they banned in their place.
I'm honestly not like a big fan of like banning Sand King, honestly. Like I feel like obviously he's like super strong in lane and stuff, but then like you can just play around him. Like personally, that's what I feel. Instead of like having to just
too good.
He is very good.
10 seconds remaining.
There we go. Now I get to the train has ended, the hype train, and you can claim your emotes. Everybody who was part of it. 4 subs and 100 bits. Thank you very much, everyone who contributed to that. It was amazing. Time for a Kinder 2-0. Well, we will see. Right. So far, the predictions of the bans have been perfect. It's either Sand King now or one of the ones I did last time, but I can't remember who they were.
Tusk Shaman.
Oh yes, Rasta. Yeah, I think that's because that's pretty much all Hashim likes to play. It's called Koangia at the moment. I'm not sure.
Banned the Warp Tusk previously.
They did ban the Wobber Tusk, yeah.
Radiant.
They do go Sand King, yeah. Okay. So they've left open Tusk and the Shadow Shaman, but will they
Very
pick
cool.
either of them?
Why is Tusk a big thing to be left open? Does somebody play a lot of Tusk or something?
Yeah, Wobber does
Wobber,
play
he's good
quite
at
a bit
Tusk.
of Tusk.
So it's definitely a target ban.
Right, okay.
10 seconds
But we'll see what they do go for. Obviously, both those target bans were against the Dire team.
remaining.
So they've got both the heroes that are banned against them open. Will they pick either of them is the question. First,
I love this hero.
pick Pugna. Okay.
This hero is the best hero in the game right now. It's incredible.
I do quite like Pugna as well, yeah. Well, what role do you think it's best at?
Probably 5, I think. The Netherward's just unbelievably good.
It's a very dumb spell.
10
Yeah,
seconds
I agree.
And like Decrep and the healing and everything's crazy. And then you get the Netherward health talent at 15, and the ward just never dies for the rest of the game.
It doesn't heal itself up now anymore like it used to.
No, it isn't.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're killing the ward anyways when
If we,
you can decrypt the ward now, I think.
yeah, you reduce spell damage by 25%. It's like a free pipe for your whole team.
It's almost better than a pipe for your whole team. It's amazing. It's the Wraith Pact, but in a massive radius, and you just have it for free.
Right,
So-
I'm gonna sum it up. Are you ready? Okay, you can't kill any heroes that are on Pugna's team with physical damage because he decrypts. And
Yep.
You can't kill any of them with magical damage because he has the Netherward damage reduction. So
Yep.
how do they die? It's just
Pure damage.
Pure
pure damage, yeah.
BKB. Or you go Revenant's Brooch. Not an
Radiant team.
amazing item at the moment. It's pretty much the worst item in Dota. But anyway. Jakiro
But
and
it's-
Venge.
It's spell damage reduction though on the Pugna, so pure damage gets reduced as well.
Oh.
Yeah. And you
that's
still
true.
you still get zapped when you cast your spells, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, quite deadly. And Pugna also, if you think about how good E-Blade is as an item, so many people love to buy E-Blade. Pugna has an ultra super strong super E-Blade, right? What is it, like 60% damage amp instead of the 40% from E-Blade? And you can use it on a much lower cooldown. You can have a talent to increase the duration of it. It's so good, Decrep. It's actually crazy. Just, it synergizes with Pangolier to some extent. You've got the shield crash if they do lane together. They've got the ultimate Rolling Thunder. It's deadly. Whereas Dai went for Venge and Jakiro. Again, there's not a massive amount of synergy between the two, but Jakiro's magic damage is good against Pugna.
I don't really get the Jakiro pick, but I think I've said this to you before as well. I don't understand why everybody loves Venge in this in-house. Seems to be the one hero that like everybody just loves to first pick all the time. And
Yeah.
it's like it's okay,
10
but
seconds remaining.
it's not like great, you know.
I mean, I understand the whole concept of Venge is great for pickoffs because you can use the ultimate, but yeah, I'm not sure what the obsession with Venge is. We have a few people who quite like playing Venge. I suppose that's the main thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah, Venge is a fun hero, honestly. I think the main reason why you like Venge is because like you as as like a pos 5 who normally doesn't get much farm in general, you just need shard and you're like super
10 seconds
relevant
remaining.
because
Radiant team
because you
ban.
can just instantly stun like 2 targets at once compared to your like point
Yeah.
and click stun, you know.
Yeah, the shard is amazing on Venge. That's true.
And then like that's pretty much all you need until like any like pos 5 just saves up for Axe, and then suddenly you just have like basically no downtime
seconds
on
remaining.
any of your spells. That's what I feel makes Venge quite popular here
5 seconds remaining.
in these in-houses at least.
I like, and the hero's absolutely bonkers when you get Ags.
Team ban.
Yeah.
But that
Yes,
time before
yes.
you get Ags, it's just a stun, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the stun and occasional save, that kind of thing.
the
Yeah.
problem also with Aghanims on a support, it's the same problem that you had with like sniper support. Before you have Aghanims, you're spending a lot of money buying an item that does nothing, whereas a support with 2k gold's got a 4-star for Glimmer Cape and Aether Lens. 3k gold, you still got nothing. You got some
5
stats
seconds
that aren't really
remaining.
that amazing. So
Yeah.
that is the problem, trying to rush Aghanims when you're losing becomes really, really nasty.
The way to play against this Pugna hero is to get a hero that has a huge amount of like jump and catch, and just kill the Pugna first every single fight. And if you get the jump on the Pugna first, the fight gets so much easier.
Well, they have Venge. They can swap the Pugna
10 seconds
into your team and
remaining.
instantly kill him. Pugna has very, very little survivability apart from against
5
physical damage.
seconds
So
remaining.
I mean, the problem is that if you're the Pugna player, you're never going to be at the front normally,
No,
right?
not if you're a
like these heroes
support.
can just swap you in or whatever. So you need a hero like these storms or embers or void spirits and things. Yeah, they're usually the big
Any
ones.
form of displacement or like just, you know, being able to
Radiant
jump back
team
lines.
picks.
I think
Yeah,
they
pick.
should. Well,
Oh,
there you
like
go.
that.
That's a
Yeah.
great hero because you've got the silence on top of the Pugna. He's easily going to die. The reason I like Storm Spirit though against Pugna is because when you ult, it makes like a constant zapping noise and green bolts. So I
That's
think it's
true.
worth it because you don't take damage either because you're in all lightning. So it's just
Yeah.
it just looks cool, and I think that's worth it to
10
be honest.
seconds remaining.
But yeah,
But it's obvious because they eventually know
5
where you're
seconds
gonna go
remaining.
because the bolts are just gonna follow you to your landing spot. You know?
it's true, it's true. But it does look very cool. I like the Night Stalker. It makes a lot of sense here. Silence is really good against Pangolier and Pugna, and he's just a strong hero at the moment. So you'd argue Mofarah doesn't know how to play any hero. I'm sure that's not true.
That's pretty true, to be fair.
Oh, it's true. Okay, never mind. He's right. I mean, what is your main hero?
Rubik.
Okay.
I was so excited last in-house. You know, we did this Divine Plus
Radiant
thing,
team.
whatever
Yeah.
it was, and I actually got to play 4. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it is good. The problem with in-house, I suppose, is if you are a higher ranked player, you kind of have to play a core role if you're playing with lower ranks. It's just sort of inevitable. Otherwise, your
I-
impact
I-
isn't always as high.
I'm the let everyone else
10
choose.
seconds
You know, you just take out whatever's left. You have a laugh.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that approach.
5 seconds remaining.
But now we have a much better balance in ranks in these in-houses, or we tend to be. When we first started the in-houses, it was almost always 1 or 2 divines per team, and everyone else was sort of Crusader, Archon, Legend. But now we've got a much better spread, so the games are higher quality than they used to be. I mean, you can look back at the very first cast I did, which is a crazy long amount of time ago. It feels like 2 years or something we were running these, and I'd casting basically a bunch of players who none of them which play in the in-house anymore, maybe apart from sort of Ollie or Max. But very different quality of Dota compared to what we have now.
Dire team pick.
I
So
don't really get what this ogre pick's about. I have to tell you.
it's a very interesting mishmash of heroes. So Pangolier or Tide, one of them has to be not in the POS 3, so either a mid-Pango or a mid-Tide.
It's a mid pango.
Ogre, I suppose if Ogre multicasts on top of a Pugna, Decrepify, it's quite a lot of damage.
10
Sure.
seconds remaining.
But he's
Yeah.
also quite tanky, so he doesn't really mind being beaten up by the
5
Night Stalker
seconds
quite as much
remaining.
as other heroes in the early game. Maybe that's what they're going for.
I mean, the ogre only makes sense as a hero when you pick it with a carry that the Bloodlust is really good with.
Hmm.
But now they haven't like shown what carry they're playing. So now they're in this really weird position where they're 4 heroes together. It's the same thing as last game where their heroes individually are like okay, but together they don't really make any sense.
Yeah, they're a bit random. I agree. Well, we'll see what Dire can go for now. They need to pick another core. They know that there's a Tide Hunter, so this is a good chance to pick their POS 1 if they wanted to, then ban some counters. Don't know what they really would want to be after though. Who's really good at the moment? Actually, you could do. Would Slark be quite good this game? Quite good against Pugna, perhaps.
Yeah, you want a hero that takes long fights.
Yeah, so Slark, he's great against Tidehunter. He's good against Pugner. He's not going to have a problem against Ogre Magi. He can get rid of the Ignite. I think it'd be great. Instead, go for TA.
Oh, it's good
Which
TA.
Does TA not struggle quite a lot against like a Pugner?
Yeah,
And
it's
maybe
not great.
Ogre?
Like, you have Venge and everything as well. Like, you're going to take Roshan really quickly now. None of these
True.
heroes really deal with TA that well. Like, Decrep's nice, but you can get Nullifier eventually. I know that's a way off, but like, you
Your
farm
shard
so much
was
quicker.
so good against Pugner. TA.
Yeah.
Oh, what
TA
was
shard just silences.
the shard is the long silence on the traps, as
Yeah.
well as do you get some extra traps or something as well on top of that? I think it's like +3 traps or something.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
You get
I
4.
agree. It's really nice, the shard. And doesn't TA have a meld dispels talent? You can get rid of
Yes.
Decrep immediately. You can get rid of Ignite. You can get rid of the disarm from Pangolier. You can get probably rid of Anchor Smash, I assume, and the Gush. There's a lot to dispel this game.
And it's like this TA hero is super good. Like, you just farm if you play it 1 especially, you farm quicker than anybody else on the map, right? And TA's the only hero in the game at the moment that can farm ancients. And if you play like all these heroes that farm ancient stacks, like Sanking, another reason it's so good at the moment is you can just stack ancient camp, right? And you get to level 7, you just standstill it, and everything dies. And you just get so much farm increase if you're trying to be like efficient with how you're farming on the map and stuff. Ancient stacks, farm it all at once, get 1,500 gold or 1,000 gold, whatever it is, and you just hit your timing so much quicker.
10 seconds
Yeah, I
remaining.
agree. And TA it's one of those fantastically quick farming heroes and can
5
take
seconds
massive
remaining.
stacks from any point in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the Templar can do this game. We've not really been that part of the TA POS 1 meta at the moment. We've seen it a few times in the in-houses, but we're a little bit behind. So TA may still go mid, we're not quite sure.
I mean, TA Jakiro sounds horrendous for Tidehunter to play against.
Tidehunter obviously gets a little bit of leeway because he can dispel the Jewel Breath, might go off with the Kraken Shell, but otherwise it's still a horrible lane for him, especially against TA. Really not good.
The problem is you get meld level 1 on the TA, and it's like -5 armor, and the people just die.
Yeah,
Just-
especially Tide, whose Kraken Shell got nerfed at the early ranks, and 15 damage block is... You already block 18 half of the time anyway, so rank 1
Yeah.
Kraken Shell does almost nothing. You have to take 600 damage to dispel anything, which is your entire HP. So, yeah, level 1 Tide really sucks unless you're trading with someone who's going to get hit by your Anchor Smash every time. So I wouldn't like that lane very much. Okay, they do go for Lina.
What?
Some nice damage. I think it goes well with their
Well,
comp.
who's the carry?
I'd carry.
Ooh, yeah,
Hmm.
POS 1 Tide. I like POS 1 Tide,
But now,
you know?
what's the... Now why? But why have they got an ogre if they're not
10
Because...
seconds remaining.
have an actual carry?
Oh yeah, that doesn't really make sense, does it?
5
That is a
seconds
very
remaining.
interesting draft, to say the least. I have no idea who's going POS 1. You could get POS 1 Lina or something ridiculous, but I'm not sure that's particularly good.
Or, hear me out, +1 ogre.
I hope it's not pos on ogre. Then I'd be down actually.
You could
That's
run
the
a...
only thing that will rescue this for me.
You could do... You can't do POS 3 Ogre with that team comp. Their team is very strange. It's very strange. But, I mean, that makes their team very aggressive, very sort of early mid-game. I do like the potential of it. And they're going to
mean, the
finish off...
Lina-
Oh, here we go. This is a hero I forgot even existed, despite being known for being so good this patch. We never, ever see it in in-houses.
Now, the problem with this is, Huskar destroys every single one of these heroes in lane apart from Lina.
Yes, gets wrecked
So-
by Lina.
Is it?
That's assuming it's Huskar mid, right?
But that's
'Cause
what I
TA
mean.
could
They
be
don't
mid.
have to put the Huskar mid.
Yeah, Huskar
could
POS
put it-
1 would work. Fine.
Yeah.
I do like Huskar here. Huskar's definitely good against their team, and I know Decrepify is okay against Huskar, but if he's already got a load of burning spears, if he gets his ultimate off on someone who's Decrepified as well, if you're trying to save
have
them
to-
that way,
They have the best Roshan taking team now as well.
they have an insane Roshan taking team. Huskar can pretty much solo it anyway. Put TA or Venge into the mix, and it's gone.
You can see everything because of the Night Stalker. You know, like
Yeah,
That's right.
it's going to be quite an interesting game, and I didn't know Wobber really played Huskar. We don't see almost
Maybe he
ever see
doesn't.
Huskar in our in-houses, so we'll see what he can do. He's definitely a good hero. With the BKB, the Radiant team can do almost nothing against him. So Armlet BKB maybe, Armlet BKB Ags, and he's good to go.
oh god. So, have you worked out which one's the one yet? from looking
I
at
think it's the Tide.
I think Tide as well, yeah. I mean, I have played Tide 1, or I've played Tide mid and built like a hard carry. You can do an amazing amount of damage, to be fair, with that hero. But against a Huskar, I just don't think you're winning that 1v1. But we'll see.
Have faith.
Huskar...
I really want it to be Ogre. Where's the Ogre?
Of course you do. I don't think it's going to be Ogre.
Tide has a quelling.
Yeah,
And Pango has a quelling,
Prepare for
so...
battle.
Ogre doesn't need a quelling. Yeah, he does. He's got very bad base
Pango's
damage.
safe, but I'm not sure. Honestly, at this point, like, it doesn't really matter who you put safe lane. You just have 2 pulse trees, you know.
Well, as I said, Tide, he can build the Desolator phase, Deso, and then you get a Blink and a Daedalus. You can do so much damage. Get the Shard as well, of course. Big
All
Anchor
you
Smash.
need is level 25, and you're good to go with Daedalus and everything. Just don't think about what you have to do before that. But when you get to 25, that's when it gets
25 is quite funny when you have like, an AC on Tide as well by that point. You can just delete someone in your ultimate.
I missed the damage talent though,
30 seconds to battle.
on Tide.
Now, having a little discussion in chat about the Huskar pick. Did you anticipate the Huskar pick planned since Pango?
Oh.
Well, there's a bit of a fight going on. It looks like the Ogre is going to go down. I like that he turns around and gets a few right clicks off. And Wobber, he takes it with the Inner Fire level 1. So no Berserker's Blood, no Burning Spear, Inner Fire rank 1.
But if you're playing against Lina, I don't know who's playing mid, but if it's the Huskar, that you're not hitting the Lina at all anyway.
Battle
So
begins.
They're just
you
Berserker's
it
Blood.
is. I think it is the TA mid. Yep.
Yeah, TA. So Juju,
Right, okay.
Juju is known for playing TA. So it is going to be POS1 Huskar. The POS1 who went 3 gauntlets of strength, but he has 0 armor. So it's an interesting distribution of stats here.
Yeah, that's fine though. I think you just like these gauntlets are so good at the moment for so many items, like these braces and things, and Soul Ring. I know you're not going to get Soul Ring on Huskar, but
Probably not. He only has 1 spell that costs mana, and it doesn't cost a lot of mana, 75 mana. He actually starts with 18 int, which is very generous for a hero who has 1 spell to cast. So I don't know, they're quite nice to Huskar with his intelligence game. He's got more starting int than Crystal Maiden. Oh, it looks like...
why does Venge have a Blightstone?
Yeah. That's because it's Hashem. Now he is known for buying a Blightstone. Everyone, Shadow Shaman Blightstone. I actually understand.
But you're playing against Ogre.
Yeah, so take away 2 of that armor. Now he's on 5 armor, which is still 2 2 more than you.
You're still not going to hit him for anything.
No.
What's the point
Well,
of
I think
having a Blightstone?
as he's seen right now, the 47 damage Venge is doing no damage to the Ogre whatsoever. And Night Stalker's not really a hero known for right-clicking in the early game. Not straight
No.
away, anyway. He just goes in with Void, and then a couple of right-clicks later on.
I mean, if you had like a Mars or something in lane, maybe you could justify it, but this is a waste of a lot of gold, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, I do agree. So you've got POS 4 Pugna and POS 3 Pangolier. So the Radiant's team comp is rather interesting, to say the least. We'll see what the POS 1 Tide can do. I do agree with the Soul Ring. Very nice for farming on Tide. Soul Ring phase boots Desolator. Maybe...
Yeah, Pango top lane is dueling right now.
But do you want to duel a Huskar? Probably not. Bit of burst on Huskar. He's got a Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire, he does use it. Easy double kill. Oh, picks up
The
one,
game's
Wobber the
over.
other. Yeah. Well, that lane is over. I think you can go somewhere else now.
No,
Because-
no, I meant what I said. That
The
was...
game?
yeah.
It's a little bit pessimistic, but the Huskar only has 1 point of Berserker's Blood. You actually get twice the regen when you level it up. So level 4 is going to be fantastic for him. What is he sending out to himself now? Oh, look, he's sending out 1 Bracer and another set of Tangos.
Yeah,
Yeah, Pango didn't have Disarm. If Pango had Disarm, might have been a different game. If he got the Disarm, of course.
Not on my watch.
yeah, I mean, the Huskar was level 3 and the Pugna was level 1. Like, yeah, it's very sad.
The deny on that range creep if they want it. Nope, it's regen to 50% health. Oh, imagine trying to get a deny on a range creep, but it regens out of deny range. Deadly. Choo-Choo's a beanbag enjoyer. He is. Underrated beanbags. People don't get them these days. Radish is not going to die here. I hope
I was
he
gonna say.
realizes this.
Soga's like,
Yeah, and
oh, they're
what?
going on different targets. If they went on the same targets there, I think they'd have got killed.
They did actually
Oh,
already get a kill. Veteran just
There you go.
chased down. No points in Kraken Shell. Doesn't need it. Can go very aggressive. Somewhat
Oh,
is
yeah, you
still
don't need it
level
in this
1.
lane.
How long is the Pugna going to be level 1 is the question. 2 points of
Forever.
Burning Spears. Huskar's spells scale amazingly well. It's hard to tell which one you want to level up, actually. And you
The
get...
second point of spears is really... I think people usually go like 1, 2, 4 or something by 7, don't they? Or sorry, by 8.
1, 2, 4... Yeah, okay. Maybe the second point of Burning Spears does double its damage.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible how Berserker's Blood now giving you a bit of free magic resistance as well. That's definitely something Huskar needed, but not back at the levels where... Remember the days where he'd be on 1 HP and he'd have 99% magic resistance? That was
I
not
hate
the Huskar we needed to go back to.
It was just awful.
It was. Oh, the ward has gone down, but Oak says, well, Liquid Fire doesn't cost me any mana. Taking quite a lot of damage, actually blocked by Doy. Tries to cast a spell, but the 140 mana spell means you take a lot of damage. Just 1 damage per mana, so that's 140 magic damage taken.
It's not nice to play against.
No, the power of the ward. And what I love about the ward is it zaps you before you even get the spell off. So you were just the fact that you were thinking about casting is enough for the ward to be like, no. Oh, the courier's going down.
The unthinkable has happened.
That's the power of the Blightstone,
Courier
obviously.
has been slain.
That had a lot on it. A Soul Ring and boots. Veterans without that for quite some time.
That's a lot on the courier, yeah. Radish might be in trouble here. It's about to turn nighttime.
He voids the second it turns night. I think Radish is still fine. Is he going to get the rune?
The rune!
Oh, V-Man walks in front. Very nice. And yes, they do get the kill. Veteran turns up. There's not a lot he can really do. He should just stay in the lane and farm. We'll have to see what Veteran can do on this POS 1 Tide. He is getting a good bit of farm, but he does have to play against a Huskar. But maybe Tide's okay against Huskar. I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't feel like it is, though, even though you can dispel the Burning Spear. No, you can't dispel Burning Spear. Never mind. Take that back.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The fact that they're undispellable is what makes this a very hard matchup for Tide. What does the V stand for in V-Man? Don't actually know. I feel like V-Man's in a lot of trouble, but why is Gush not being used? Is that not a kill with Gush? Maybe not. Maybe he's just saving his mana. I feel like he
It
maybe
would
should
have
have
been.
attempted it.
If he had a
Because
soul,
Ogre had
he'd be...
Ignite as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Wobber has 2 braces and a Helm of Iron Will, so I don't think you're going to kill him at this point.
Yeah, that Jakira just needs to leave this top lane and go and stack camps and stuff or something, or... the
Yeah.
Huskars don't need any help here anymore.
No, he's absolutely fine. There's no way he's going to die. They don't even have Decrepify on the Pugna, so... Oh, here we go. There's a gank. Lina does get the stun. Guna Blade is going to be enough damage straight into Wobber's face. A very nice kill.
Oh, is there no wards up for Dire? Like at all, or bot lane as well? Oh, the Centaur Stomp gets them both!
Centaur MVP. You know, just farm the Centaur.
Yeah, the Dire have no wards out on the map at the moment, so they don't see anything moving. That's a bit of an issue.
We can't see the amount of wards people have in stock. That's definitely a gripe I have with the spectator system. I'd love to be able to know how many wards each team have.
You just have to click on like the player on each team. So like say like you just click on open.
It doesn't show how many wards are in stock.
In the shop and stuff, no, it doesn't.
It just shows that they have.
Not.
No.
Oh.
No. I can see sentries, but I can't. I don't know if I can see the number of wards. Yeah, I don't know. It's not great. I would love to just have a counter on the side, but
Oh, maybe it does now. I don't know.
does it? I have to keep trying. Let's have a look at the farm at the moment. 7 minutes 30, and you have a lot of farm left here. They are going to try for another kill on Radish, but it is nighttime for V-Man. It does make a lot of sense. I think Radish is going to go down, mostly because Veteran has run away. Veteran has also absolutely no mana.
Ravage!
Rolling?
Sorry.
Ravage!
Doesn't have mana.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no.
god!
Well, the Ravage does 200 damage. It probably was enough to get the kill there, and it would have saved Radish. He would have been able to get maybe another spell off or so.
Would have gotten a double.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. He realised that he had a mango, but he didn't see that he had the soaring in. He's going for Echo Saber Tide. I'm not a massive fan of Echo Saber myself. It does give really good stats for Tide, but I much prefer just getting the Deso or Chrysalis.
The mystery
Nice regen room for Juji. He's going to continue farming at an insane rate. Kinder not doing too badly himself, though.
Yeah, it's the Pango that's struggling a little bit. But at least you're playing a hero that you can just run around and kill things on, you know.
He's not doing terribly, considering he's against the Huskar, which is one of the most oppressive laners ever. Kinder does manage to find a kill. Wait, how did Kinder find a kill
Hashem was mid, I think.
by himself? Okay, I didn't.
Well, he was like somewhere here.
I didn't quite catch how that happened, but anyway, thank you very much for the follow. We'll see what Wobber does with all this free farm. He only has 39 last hits, to be fair, but does have his ultimate now, so he's probably looking for a kill. Oh, they just missed that, literally by the skin of his teeth. He gets away from the ice path. Would have been a great engage.
Bot lane.
Any followers in
No.
chat, thank you very much.
Still
V-Man,
no mana for Ravage.
he's going to be okay. No, poor Tide needs some mana. I know he's got a Sage's Mask, which is in his backpack, but it's just not enough. Tide's biggest nerf by far was the 10 mana cost increase on all ranks of Anchor Smash. It massively hit the hero. Thanks for all the follows, guys. That was like 3 or 4 follows. See, Mofarah's brought all of his fans with me today.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No, I don't like any of them.
Oh, well. Sorry, I'll take the follows. I mean, last time I casted the in-house, I had about 5 viewers average, and now we're on about 26. So definitely it's someone's influence.
They're here for the Dota.
Yeah, obviously true. Well, we're about to hit 10 minutes, and Juju has 90 last hits. He is the clear winner here. But actually, Kinder is not that far behind in terms of gold, because he does have 2 kills.
Does pick up the DD though.
He does. I think it could be a kill. No, the slows will go off from Juju, so it won't be a kill happening there.
Oh no, oh, jeez.
Oh, does get picked up by Deutsch. Juju trying to get a kill on Somewhat, but Somewhat does have Decrepify. Out comes the roll. Roll on top of Juju. So he's going to come back. Oh, they don't hit the Light Strike array, unfortunately. So Juju's probably going to be fine. He does have another Refraction.
Here comes the Night Stalker.
There's V-Man, but he's got to be careful. Oh, there's a lot of damage coming out from Kinder, but now Juju's going in because he knows he has Refraction, so he is safe. V-Man, he's fast. He's going to be okay. Big damage going to Kinder. Is it enough? Yeah, there's going to be enough. Deutsch. They see him inside Roche. He does salve. He disarms Roche so it doesn't hit him, and then it perfectly hits him afterwards. Wow. What planned play by him. So he does actually get denied by Roche, but what an unfortunate, or actually fortunate, lucky shot at the end of that. They still have Ravage, by the way. We still have Ravage.
It's weighing. They're weighing.
Yeah,
He
it's
almost has Echo though. So.
yeah, Echo's quite nice for him to have. Whereas Wobber, I don't know if he's finished that armlet yet. Just have a quick look. Yeah, he does have the full armlet coming. A big fan of his cap, I am too.
Oh, mid.
Looks like Somewhat is going to go down. Oh, never mind. Kinder's going to get a kill. Somewhat will die to Juju, but is this a chance to get Juju? Out comes the Ice Path. We'll be fine. So it's a support trade in mid. Nothing special.
I've got a bit of an issue here. The Ogre doesn't seem to have Midas queued up.
No, he's going Arcane Boots.
That's
Not greedy
a
enough for
support
you.
item, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ah, man, when you get the like 20-minute Midas and the Ogre just does nothing, the game ends and the Ogre's got Midas and maybe...
Ravage!
They do actually get...
Ravage.
Yeah, V-Man will die. But now it looks pretty bad for Radish, who's going to get stunned by Hashem. Blasted by Oak, but actually, 2 supports don't have enough damage, so no, they will be fine. And Juju's going to start farming these stacks. You've got a double stacked Count and a double stacked Ancients. Yeah, Radish is fine. Needs to hit level 6 so he can get that multicast going. Multicast a long time ago used to increase the mana cost of Fire Blast by having it leveled. A very, very weird mechanic. Is Wobber okay here? He's taking a fair bit of damage, but then he is Wobber. But oh, here comes the Boots of Travel. Is it going to get the stun? Yep. And Laguna Blade? Yeah, just for good measure. I think it would have been unwise to try and save that. So they just they engaged, so then the Boots of Travel came in. Easy kill.
Yeah, super good.
Oh, Somewhat should have kept draining his health into Dodge. Dodge could have done with a bit of mana there.
Oh no. Puglin's fallen into the trap.
Which is what?
Not of leveling Netherblast.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
What do you mean?
Radiant's courier is
Go Max Ward. And then you max decrep. And then you max blast.
No, he's still maxing the blast, I suppose. I guess I can see why, because you just want the damage, but I understand why Netherward is so good. The damage per mana goes up massively, damage reduction goes down.
The Netherward's pretty bad this game, so I'd probably max decrep first.
Yeah, Decrep is an amazing spell. The amount of magic damage they take goes up to 60%, which is crazy. And then Laguna Blade with a 60% magic amp, pretty good. Veteran is level 10, he does have that Echo. He's going Echo Deso. So, not going to get a Blink Dagger just yet. There is no tier 1 tower. We do have the ultimate coming out from V-Man. He's going to go straight onto Doige, gets the Crippling Fear. Now they are chasing Somewhat. There is no way Somewhat's surviving.
Any TP cancels?
Yeah, they have a swap. Yeah, they had a swap and they had Ice Path. They use both, it's fine.
Go.
They actually could go straight into Roche. The Huskar is nearby as well with the armor. This is an easy peasy Roche. But I don't think they are quite aware of that. Level 13 on Juju. They are so prepared for Roche.
Radiant structures are fortified. Don't waste time hitting them.
Oh no, Ashman gets stunned. But he does actually get the stun off on Lina first. He gets immediately killed by the rank 2 Laguna Blade. Ice Path isn't actually cast. Instead it goes on to Ogre. Is Ogre going to be an easy kill? It probably will be. Yeah, he actually sidesteps Doige's roll, which is very nice by Juchi.
But he has the Deso now as well. They have to be so careful. If there was a Deso on the courier there that got delivered just before the Lina, like go, I think the Lina would have died.
Yeah, probably. Deso is so powerful. Deso and Meld is 14 minus armor. There's no business having that much minus armor this early into the game. Does anyone have 14 armor on the Radiant team?
No.
No. No one's got even close. The closest is Ogre. Ogre with 10 armor is the closest. Actually, you have 14 on Tide, thanks to Soul Ring and Phase Boost giving a little bit of armor. But, whew, that is going to hit hard. Stop thinking about Switch Sports. I've not played the Switch Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports. I like Wii Sports a lot. I wonder if I should get it. I don't think Tide's in a lot of danger here. Or, never mind, maybe he's in some danger. No, he's in no danger. Maxed out Kraken Shell.
Ravage!
He does have Ravage, but the Ravage would only get the Jakiro. But he doesn't need to.
Slow.
He does need to.
He's gonna do it.
He does it, but the swap's already happened. So the damage reduction is there. Can they get a kill onto V-Man? No, they can't. Veteran's actually going to die. And now Huskar is here as well. A 5-man rotation from the Dire. It's just being too greedy. If they ravaged early, it was the kill. Instead, they ravaged no kill. So very nice for the Dire. Looks like they're going to start pushing this tower. But Radiant are still here. Kinder's level 13. I think they're still going to lose this tower. There's no way they can stop it. But they are taking mid tower. They're going to get something for that. Doige with treads on Pango, which is an interesting choice.
What?
Yeah, do you not agree?
What?
I said interesting. Oh, Radish, he survives again. Oh no, the trap's on his... Can they see him? No, they still can't see him. He's right there.
Can you put you know, one of those votes in chat?
Yeah.
And do we like the treads on Pango?
I mean,
Does that count as bullying?
He's an actually... Oh, Doige. He does actually get the roll off. Hasn't stunned anyone yet. Does manage to stun onto Wubba. Doesn't get the double stun. Actually knocks them away from Kinder.
TA's coming though. TA's coming.
Yeah, TA's coming. It's taking a little bit of time. The decrep means that no damage is done. And now Wubba is here. This is not looking good. He's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, somewhat. You are going to take a lot of damage here. Yeah, that fight did not go at all well for the Radiant. They didn't have Tidehunter Ravage anyway, and he wasn't in the fight, but some unfortunate sort of coordination of spells there as well.
Yeah, without Ravage, though, they don't really do enough. If the Lina gets BKB, they might be able to take fights, but until that point, like, they don't do a huge amount. They need Ravage.
Tide is about to hit level 12, so slightly upgraded Ravage. Getting closer and closer to Desolator. He will hit hard if he turns up into the fight. I think as Tidehunter, you have to get a blink. Even if you're a core, you can't really avoid it with this game.
I mean, it's only good, though, if they can kill the TA, right? Because it's great that you have the Deso on the Tide, but it's not going to take off the refraction stacks and things. They need to just make an actual team effort between them to be like, this TA needs to die. But if the Dire are going to, like, do what they need to do, they'll go into Roche really soon, and I don't think they kill TA twice. So yeah.
No, I don't think they kill TA twice either. And TA has the option to obviously blink out after the Aegis goes. So they need to take Roche. There's a double damage room waiting outside it as well. I mean, how much more help do you need to take this thing? Instead, he's just going to push bot. You got somewhat waiting to defend it. Yeah, maxing Decrep last is a shame.
This game? Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the cooldown goes to 6 seconds. That's the crazy part. You can forget everything else about Decrepify. The fact that it goes up 100 cast range each time as well. It scales crazy well, Decrepify. I think people just don't see it because it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, I agree. Oh dear. Oh.
He's fine for a second, and then he's not fine.
Why did he stop channeling the thing?
Yeah, he wasn't going to survive. I guess he thought maybe I'll start running to the tower.
Yeah, sure. I guess so.
He had no chance to survive. There was absolutely no option.
Essence ring for Huskar. That's very nice.
Oh, I mean, Huskar barely needs to use his mana anyway, so that's just him having an extra 400 HP. On top of the armlet as well.
Where's my growth bow for my TA, actually?
Yeah, as if they needed extra help. TA is sporting the Arcane Ring, a very TA item. Kinder's TPing out. Doesn't get swapped. Didn't have the vision, he was around the corner.
Yes, BKB now, though.
Yeah, TP's straight back to the base. That means that this tier 2 tower is free. They're instead going to see Veteran. They've slowed Veteran and silenced him. Now Wobber's got on top of him. Ravage TP?
Oh, that's...
Yeah, Ravage TP.
A Ravage shot. They just clipped the 2 heroes that could cancel the TP. They need to just go into Roche now.
But it
There's
is
no
Ravage used, though. 140-second cooldown. Yeah, exactly. Goes straight into Roche. They really hate Roche. They're allergic to Roche.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't want to do it.
They've also got no
They
creeps.
kill it in like 10 seconds.
They
You know,
do.
it's
It would be a
so
world
quick.
record.
Who turned up the
Well,
heat?
Wobber maybe is thinking about going towards it. He picks up the illusion rune. He walks near Roche. He walks so close to it. Doesn't go into Roche. He goes top lane to stop the Pugna farming. No, he thinks about Roche. Ah, we're here. We're here. Come on. There we go. We've got max rank Wave of Terror. So -6 armor here. You've got -8,006 billion armor from TA.
And they dropped the ult for Roche as well.
Yeah, slightly overkill, but it does protect it. 20-minute Roche. They could have got it earlier, but they still have it at the end of the day.
But the thing is, the problem is though, it delays the second Roche, and the second Roche is the time you want to be like hitting high ground. So it's great that they get it now, but now the second Roche isn't until like minute 30.
Yeah, 30 to even 32, depending on how lucky they are. So Tide has the Deso, doesn't have Ravage 75 seconds. This is a great time for the Radiant to find a kill, and they do find the Lina. It's the perfect kill. Lina could have dropped the BKB. He had the reaction time. He's going to go down instead. No buyback, 50 seconds down. Time to take some tier 2 towers. Tide's actually TPing away. He knows that they can't do anything. This is the perfect time to be hitting the high ground.
Yes.
Pugna still chilling top. That max rank Nether Blast is going to do a lot to the tower.
Yeah, I mean, he's chipping away at the tower. I don't think the Dire should worry too much about it. They should just sort of barrel down the lane.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, they have.
Okay, yeah, they've got glyphs. So Pugna's not really going to do anything. This is an easy set of racks. Wobble's got the
thing is,
BKB soon.
The Night Stalker can even just TP in and solo kill the Pugna. Like, right, you know, this is not.
Is doing its best, but it doesn't.
It's not a massive, you know, problem.
Yeah, but he did drop out for Roche, so he won't be killing until like maybe
Oh yeah,
a
that's
minute
true.
later.
They actually go back. They don't push the high ground.
This should be a trade, unless if they TP back on.
Yeah, they don't want to. They
They
don't
just
want to
don't.
trade a tier 2 tower. Absolutely don't. Not considering how far they are ahead.
No, they can just go and get free tier 1 and tier 2 top as well, whenever they want.
Okay, well they're instead going to play it a little bit slower and safer. They're going to claim all of the towers on the map.
They see the leader on traps bottom, so I think the TA wants to go.
Here going Aghanims? No, BKB. Yeah, Lina goes straight back. Very safe play by Kinder, which is smart. This TA is 805, 214 last hits, an absolute terror. Level 18 already. The next level is 15. This is a deadly hero. 5-second cooldown on the traps once you max it out, and you can have 11 traps. Or can you have even more with the is that 15 traps you can have? That is a lot of traps. I mean, how do you play against that much vision? You can't sentry every trap.
I mean, the gem goes up in priority against TA, like loads.
You do get gold for each trap kill, so you kill enough, you probably will get the gems refund.
25, I think, right?
Yeah. But that still means you have to kill, what's that, like 36 traps? Which is quite a lot of traps to refund the gem.
I just don't really understand what this Tide's supposed to have accomplished in the game, you know?
He's farmed a bit.
But imagine if the Tide's had so much farm this game, right? Imagine if this Tide was another hero that could have equally as much farm.
Yeah, I feel like going with the Tide sort of indicates that they wanted to play a team comp that were willing to fight early and make the most of these ultimates. But instead, he's been just going around getting farm. Could have gone like PL or something.
This could have been Ogre 1 with a Midas.
Yeah.
Like,
The level 25 talent is hilarious on Ogre, but I have not seen it. 17% chance to get a Fire Blast. Does that Fire Blast multicast?
I don't know, but at the same time, like you don't have the Fire Blast damage then, right? So
Dire's top tower is doing
Yeah,
its
but
best,
you can just
but it
right click
doesn't
and
look
just perma-stun people, because if you get a multicast Fire Blast, it's like a 4-second stun.
I
And
think
that,
you still take the Fire Blast damage talent. Because then when you get Ags, you know.
yeah, but that's not pos 1 Ogre, is it? If you're like full right click Ogre.
Oh, you don't have to build right click items though.
Or just go Aghanims.
Yeah.
He actually took the tower. This Pugna support, he's level 12, actually got the tower. I can't believe that. What are the Dire doing? Sort of running around in circles. I mean, they don't have the Aegis. They do have the Aegis. 1 minute left on the Aegis, so not particularly long time. They're not finding any kills. Yes, they can take a tier 1 tower. I felt like they needed to do more with their timing.
And this Fanclub
Yeah,
just chilling on top.
This Pugna's playing
They
really
found
well.
they found Kinder though.
Yeah, but the right clicks won't be enough.
Oh,
There's nothing BKB piercing in the game here. Oh, V-Man says hello. Oh, he's chickens out. He has a BKB. Should have gone in.
doing its best.
Blink would have been back up on Juju. I definitely would have gone for the dive. They're playing a little bit scared.
Pugna's on for tier
Pugna,
3.
what is he doing?
no, this is good.
Yeah, but why is he allowed to do this? I mean, where's the... Someone on Dire needs to just buy travels or something, or I don't know.
Max rank.
Or the
Metal
Night Stalker
Blast.
needs to just TP top.
He
The
knew.
Radiant should really do something about that.
He knew this was
What
gonna happen.
is happening? I mean, okay, they lose their tier 2 tower, fine. He's literally hitting a tier 3 tower. Does anyone care?
Dire's top tower is doing its
Or-
best, but it doesn't look good.
Juju has the Aegis for 3 seconds. That's about to expire.
When we get to the end of this game, can we look at the graph and check the Pugna's net worth progression from minute 20 to 25?
Yeah, sure.
Where like the net worth progression is going to be so low before that, but at minute 20, it's going to like go through the roof and just sitting in this top lane and
Yeah,
like, getting wave after wave of creeps.
Fallen.
It's because the Dire are just too slow to do things. Like, they finally took the tier 2 mid and the tier 1 top. They've still got a tier 2 tower to take, and they've not even scratched any of the mid towers.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, any of the tier 3s. I feel like they were playing way too scared. They have a Night Stalker you can go in. They got Avenge you can swap.
This TA needs to go Nullifier as well.
Yeah,
Which is playing crit. Which
That's
is
true.
okay, but like I think the Nullify is so good.
yeah. Nullify is really good this game. Yeah, they do smoke on the Radiant. There's no Blink on Tide, but he's thinking about Blink. He's thinking about going Plate Mail into Blink. So pick up some armor and get the Blink Dagger. Got Venge hiding in the trees. I don't know what Venge is trying to achieve. Comes out. Do they see Venge? No, they don't. Veteran's running back to farm the wave. Dire are actually going to take the tier 2 tower top at this rate.
Run, little bottom tower. Run.
Oh, Venge is a little bit out of position.
Dire's bottom tower.
Four stars himself away. There's no way he's surviving this. Does go down. But it's only a Venge kill. They're not really too bothered. Will they glyph for the tier 2? I hope not. Ah, you see, Oaks played smart and not only picked up the attack range talent, but also has the early shard. So if they want to siege high ground, if they're too scared to sit and hit it,
Is under attack.
Liquid Frost and Liquid Fire would take down a tower in no time at all.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah, I don't like the shard pickup that much, but the attack range talent's so good. Like 6% spell amp's nothing, and it helps you D-ward and everything as well, which is really good.
Yeah, I don't understand why the attack range talent is 325 at level 10. It
No.
just seems ridiculous.
bottom tower is under
Have I ever showed you my Trebuchet Jakiro build?
Also, you get a Dragon Lance as well.
Yeah, you get Dragon Lance, but then you don't go boots because Trebuchets are really slow, and then you have to rush Rapier.
Well, I'm not entirely convinced, but there is some
See, this
sense
bug-
there. Oh, there's the stun. The stun into the
finally
stun.
got hit
Macropyre
by
as
Fanclub.
well. Are they going to get somewhat? Yeah. Finally, he dies. He actually does reveal that he has a halberd as well. But it doesn't matter. They will
Yeah,
still
which I
find a
don't really
kill.
understand. I'll be honest.
Wobber is in an interesting place at the moment, but he does have a BKB, so depending on his reaction times, he probably will be fine.
Why would you want to stop people attacking when you have a spell?
Okay, now he's going to go on to Kinder, and Kinder's going to get away with the Shadow
Any
Blade.
detection? Any detection?
There's a little bit here,
Oh.
but only in the sentry range. Raditz gets yet another multicast, so it looks like he's still going to go down. Yeah, he will die. Ango blinks in, revealing the blink. There's the Ravage as well, but the BKB from V-Man means that he is going to ignore it. And Wobber, he just heals too much. They don't have the damage. Tide can't sit there and right-click, so Tide will go down. Lloyd is trying to escape. He accidentally shield crashed in the wrong way.
I think the Lina just got 3 shot.
Well, Lina has only 11 armor.
And the TA just blinked in. She just died.
Well, that's the power of Chrysalis for you. 16 charges now on the Desolator.
Well,
I think now it's looking pretty conclusive, this game. And these buildings, they are going to fall. They can take definitely 2 lanes here. Nice 4-star stun. Actually gets a double stun, but there is no swap ready yet. 5 seconds.
oh, that's the other thing about it, doesn't it? It bounces the heroes out of fog as well.
It's a ridiculous bounce. It bounces out of fog. You don't need vision. There's a swap onto Somewhat. See? Told you could get the swap on the Bugner. Nice double stun. Somewhat's in a lot of trouble. He's going to be okay. Is Wobber okay?
Oh.
No, he dies.
Yeah.
They will take a second melee racks, but they are going to back. So they get 1 set of full racks and 1 melee racks, which is still a pretty good outcome.
Second
Or a
generation's
Husker,
about to
yeah.
spawn as well, so they can look to do that.
5 seconds. Well, Radiant probably could run straight at it, but I don't think Radiant have the team comp to take Roche. That's the problem. Hyde is not a strong right clicker. He's got a terrible agi gain, really poor attack speed. I don't think Anchor Smash works on Roche. It might do. I'm not sure actually. Probably
I'm not
does.
sure.
It works on towers, so I don't know
Who
what
plays
it would.
Tide, do you know?
I play Tide.
Oh,
Alright.
Tide's got an armor item.
7 armor, very nice. I missed the craggy coat. That was a fun item. It was like 12 armor or something,
Yeah.
but minus
What was
30
it?
attack speed.
Yeah, I was going to say the attack speed reduced was...
It was good for supports or people who weren't going to right click anyway, like Leshrac.
Oh yeah, the left... Oh, that was so
I enjoyed the craggy coat. Some of the items were dumb.
Yeah,
Nothing was as dumb as Witless Shaco. 1000
that
HP
was funny.
on a tier 4 item.
They smoke up on Radiant, so TA is doing Rush. Oh, they can
By herself.
question.
Is
Yeah,
Juju just going to solo Roche?
but they're close.
They're coming.
They
This
don't
is
know.
I mean,
Scary.
Juju is
They're walking
very,
around.
very low on HP. If they blink into Roche, Juju is actually walking out of Roche.
Just walks out.
Does he?
They
No,
know.
that is not a good idea.
Did not realize. And
Okay, they
oh
do
my
take it.
God.
They take it on about 1 HP. V-Man is running for his life. Will he escape? He's got BKB and his ult up. So the answer is yes. Now Wobber comes in. He gets the taunt. Level 14 Mango gets absolutely deleted. And it's not looking good for the Radiant. They do have access to Ravage. V-Man is running in. What is V-Man doing on 1 HP? Just gets killed by Ravage, but somewhat is going to go down.
Well, the TA...
The Ravage actually gets the TA, but TA does have the BKB and the Aegis. And there's going to be another ultimate from Wobber. That's going to be a full team wipe.
What? Just how did the Pugner deny himself?
I think he was life trading his ally.
I think
He ran out of health.
I think he clicked the ally instead of the enemy hero.
See if we can do a replay on that then.
That was... He was like 1 HP when he started doing it.
Oh, actually, we've got 4 buybacks. I'm going to have to cut the instant replay short to see what they can do. 5 buybacks from the Radiant. But there's still the Aegis on the TA, so even if they bring TA down, it is going to come back to life. Veteran does not have access to Ravage. Yeah, Alina is going to go straight down. Wobber is taking a lot of damage, though, but then it is a Wobber, so he gets swapped out by Venge. Very nice play, and he's just going to regen up with nearly 200 health regen. Now, Veteran's in a lot of trouble. He does have access to his ult again. Life break. It is a taunt. Taunts Veteran, brings him down. Wobber, he's pretty low, but I don't think they have enough damage to kill him no matter what they do. Maybe I spoke too soon. He does have a lot of magic resistance when he goes to low HP.
He's just like ham.
Yeah, his ultimate's up again.
Oh,
Not going to be a
get
rampage.
it. Unfortunately.
Buyback.
Yeah,
They
buyback.
used all 5 to
They've
start.
already
Oh,
used 5
no.
buybacks to start this fight. And that is going to
Well-
be the GG.
I appreciate the attempt of Tide 1.
Yeah, I just think they didn't really play with it though, did they?
The Tide just kind of farmed for 20 minutes. It can work if you like try and ball up to run around together and use the Ravage to find fights, but this is what I was saying about before. The TA just farms, and then you farm Ancients, get massive, and then you just kill everyone.
And did he get massive indeed? 14-0-10. Let's have a look at the Pugner's net worth though, because that's what we're here for really.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It doesn't actually spike that high. It goes up in a pretty consistent line. He
That's a
does
bit
have
disappointing.
he has more
Oh no, it was
farm.
minute 20. You see, minute 20 to 25.
He does have more farm than his Pango the second you get into minute 25 though. So that is something. He does actually finish the game with more net worth than the Pango. So that definitely counts. He does end up with only 75 last hits, but he does the most building damage on his team. In fact, he does more than everyone on his team put together in building damage. And he does the most hero damage as well. So a good attempt from the Pugner.
Oh, that's the Nether Ward though. That's the
Netherward's
Netherward
damage? Yeah,
chips away.
6.7k damage. It was the most damage out of all his abilities. So, yeah, it's strong. 2,000 damage to Venge alone with Netherward.
And no Midas Ogre, so no pie.
No Midas Ogre.
I think I see this a lot on offlane Pangos at the moment, where they go Orb Corrosion and Diffusal, and it feels so good to get, right? Like when you're playing a mid Pango and you just want to do loads of damage. But he needs to blink quicker this game to group up with his team. He needs this Pugner has a halberd and stuff. Yeah, like the Yules and like a halberd would be really good on him as well, because like the evasion's super good as well. You need more utility base if you're going to play like this, I think.
Yeah,
maybe the shard.
And maybe not treads.
Maybe not treads.
Maybe not treads. Yeah, brown boots or arcanes or something, or tranquils even. I don't know. But yeah, he tried. He had some good fights early game, but as you can see the gold graph, it starts fine for the first nearly 20 minutes, and then it just spirals so quickly out of control.
Yeah, because the Huskar wasn't even that farmed, to be honest, at the start of this game.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was definitely in line with everybody else.
But all of a sudden, like, they get first Roche, and then there's that really weird moment where they're like at minute 20 where they just kind of wander around on Dire and don't really achieve much, but they never really got into the game again still on Radiant. They couldn't like freely just push out the map unless your name was Pugner and you were sitting in the top lane. So.
Yeah, he just definitely made the most of the situation he was given.